Kyle Larson about to become the third winningest driver for Hendrick Motorsports, behind Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. 2/3 of the clean sweep for the weekend, and coming around turn 4 for his 30th career win, Kyle Larson for Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet.
Hell yeah, baby! Let's go! Yeah, guys! Holy never give up, guys! Let's go!
One heck of a drive, Larson. One heck of a drive. I'm so proud of you.
In a dramatic finish at Homestead-Miami Speedway, Kyle Larson managed to snatch victory from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Alex Bowman with just 7 laps remaining. The race concluded with an unexpected turn of events that left fans on the edge of their seats. Following this nail-biting finish, Jeff Gordon, vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, offered his perspective on what transpired during those critical final moments. The Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead-Miami became an instant classic when Larson made his winning move on lap 261 of 267. Bowman, who had been leading, scraped the wall in turn 4, creating an opening for Larson to speed by and claim his 30th career NASCAR Cup Series victory.
Perfect that last run.
It was far from perfect. I gave up a spot and a half, almost 2 spots there by getting in the wall too many times. I knew I wasn't going to get the best restart there. I knew I wasn't good on the short runs, and just thought if I could hold off the 11 and the 45 behind me, I could get ring in the top and the 19 too, and then I got in the wall and let him by. But just kind of had to keep plugging away at what I know and what's good for me.
The margin of victory was 1.205 seconds, with Bowman finishing second, followed by Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, and Denny Hamlin rounding out the top 5. This victory marked Larson's second career Cup Series win at Homestead and his first victory of the 2025 season. A visibly disappointed Bowman didn't mince words about his performance.
Was it getting into the wall a little extra that did you in, or was there more to it?
Yeah, I guess I choked that one away for sure. Just kind of burnt my stuff up. Saw the 5 coming, so moved around a little bit, and not when he passed me, but the time before that I hit it pretty hard with the right front and ended up just bending something enough that I lost a lot of right front feel. And then I pulled it off the wall too far right there and hung it in the fence pretty bad. So, man, I hate that for this Ally 48 group. They deserve better.
Jeff Gordon, watching from the 48th team's pit box, provided remarkable insight into those final laps. His assessment of Larson's abilities at Homestead-Miami raised eyebrows throughout the NASCAR community.
Go through it from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting on the 48 box, and they had a solid race, but kept themselves in it on pit road. Obviously, with that number 1 pit stall, I think he's really, really tight most of the day, and they freed it up on that last one. And lo and behold, here he goes, taking the lead from Bubba. And I thought pretty much at that point, I didn't think anybody was going to catch him. Maybe the 19. The 19 was looking pretty good, and stalking the 23, and then you just can't ever count out Kyle Larson, and especially at this place. And
Gordon's admiration for Larson's unique driving style was evident when he added,
"You could see some of the other guys starting to struggle a little bit, and his car just doesn't fall off when he puts it up on the fence the way he does."
This acknowledgement from a racing legend like Gordon carries significant weight. With 93 Cup victories to his name, Gordon knows what it takes to win at the highest level of NASCAR. What makes Larson's win even more impressive is the obstacles he overcame throughout the race. Starting from the 14th position, Larson had his work cut out for him from the beginning. His challenge intensified during a pit road incident when Josh Berry's number 21 Ford struck the side of Larson's car. The collision created a substantial hole in Larson's vehicle. As crew chief Cliff Daniels later said, basically, there's a vent in front of the exhaust exit on the rocker panel, and the vent was knocked out, and even more of a hole was kind of opened up there, which I knew was going to be bad for downforce. I knew it was going to be bad for speed. The damage was significant, approximately 6 inches tall and 10 inches long. Despite this setback, Daniels made the crucial decision to maintain track position rather than pitting for repairs. Daniels explained, "When I was calling us into pit to fix it, we were coming to 1 to go to choose and knew that was really going to put us way behind the field coming to the green. Elected just to take the chance of keeping the track position and keeping the car out there. This gamble paid off brilliantly, though Larson admitted his performance wasn't always smooth. Throughout the race, Larson knew he wasn't good on the short runs, and afterwards he admitted he got into the wall too many times as he ran the high line. The victory at Homestead-Miami came with additional significance for Larson, who was attempting to achieve a rare NASCAR triple-header sweep, having won the Craftsman Truck Race on Friday and leading 132 of 201 laps in Saturday's Xfinity Series race, where he finished fourth. Larson was aiming to join Kyle Busch as the only drivers to sweep all 3 NASCAR National Series races in a single weekend. Busch accomplished this feat twice at Bristol Motor Speedway in 2010 and 2017. Though Larson fell 1 race short of the sweep, Gordon expressed his appreciation for Larson's weekend performance.
Any chance
Yeah,
that...
I mean, I think, you want that for him. I think, especially at a track like this, the way it started on Friday, and you'd certainly like to see him accomplish it because he's deserving of it. But it also goes to show you how hard it is to do.
Larson will have another opportunity to attempt the sweep at Bristol next month. While much attention focused on Larson's victory, Gordon also provided thoughtful analysis of Alex Bowman's race and season progress. Bowman secured the pole position for the race and led 43 laps before his late mistake cost him the win.
But what have you seen out of him and Blake to start this season? Despite coming up 1 spot short today, what have you seen from them early this year?
Yeah, listen, I think this performance all weekend, to have that solid of a weekend, pole, pit stops were great. They were basically in the top 5 all day long, led a bunch of laps. So, to be leading at the end, contending, I mean, that does a lot for a race team.
Gordon highlighted the momentum building within Bowman's team since late 2024.
And I think we saw the momentum building with that team last year, at the end of last year, and you just hope that they can build on that and carry that into the season, and I think they have, but you got to get the results, and so I think today was an important day for them, and I think you'll see that create quite a spark to hopefully get.
Reports noted that Gordon personally consoled Bowman after he climbed from his car following the disappointing finish. Gordon provided fascinating technical details about the racing lines both drivers were using in those final laps. His experienced eye caught nuances that casual viewers might have missed.
Kyle's one of the few that gets on the wall right away, and they talked to Alex about that, and he shifted and moved to that line, and I really think it was holding Kyle at bay, but Kyle's strength is getting into 3 and just ripping the wall, and Alex, was giving up a little bit on entry, but gaining in the middle.
He continued with a detailed breakdown.
And just ripping the wall, and Alex, was giving up a little bit on entry, but gaining in the middle, and then, he just maybe gained a little too much in the middle, and that's when he brushed the wall. But, it wasn't...
Gordon compared Larson's skill at Homestead to his abilities on dirt tracks.
Watching him at his craft at this track is it's like watching him at Knoxville or Eldora or something, in my opinion. And it's fun, but it doesn't guarantee wins. And you don't know when the cautions are going to come out. And
this comparison to Larson's dirt track expertise offers valuable context about what makes Larson so effective at a track like Homestead-Miami, where running close to the wall can provide an advantage, but comes with significant risk. The Miami race highlighted Hendrick Motorsports' exceptional performance in the 2025 season. Gordon confirmed that HMS drivers occupied the top 3 positions in the championship standings, with William Byron leading, Larson second, and Bowman third. Chase Elliott sits in 6th place.
1, 2, 3 in the points. All 4 of them are among the top 6 in the points. Could you just talk about what an incredibly strong start to the year?
Yeah, it really has been. We've had a couple races where all 4 of the cars in the top 8 or 10, and it's a finicky sport because you want to get off to a good start, get into a good position in points so that you're not on your heels and playing catch up. So that part's really nice. But
despite this success, Kyle Larson maintained a grounded perspective.
For the top 6, I don't think that any of us are like the best car currently. So there's still a lot of work to do to get to where we need to be, and just trying to get better each and every week.
Any final questions for Kyle?
Gordon specifically mentioned the strong performance of Ryan Blaney's number 12 car before its engine failure. The race featured another significant storyline when Ryan Blaney, the 2023 Cup champion who had led a race-high 124 laps and won Stage 1, suffered a devastating engine failure with 60 laps remaining. "I didn't have any warning," Blaney told reporters. "It just laid over when I got back to wide open down the front, and that was all she wrote." The failure resulted in a thick cloud of smoke to cover the track and a lengthy cleanup. This marked Blaney's third consecutive finish outside the top 25 and his second engine failure in 3 races. "It just stinks," Blaney said. "Led a lot of laps, lost a little bit of track position there with some stuff on pit road, but got back to third. And it was a great race between me, Bubba, and Larson. It was going to be a heck of a battle the last 60 laps or so, but just didn't really work out for us. We'll keep our head up.